All right, so we're looking at solving one-step equations with fractions. So just to review, when we're adding fractions, we need a common denominator. So on this first bell ringer, we've got 3/7 plus 2/3. The common denominator would be 21. So we're going to multiply this one by 3, this one by 7. That's going to give us 9/21 plus 14/21. When you add 9 and 14 together, you get 23 over 21. As an improper fraction, we have to convert it to a mixed number. So you get 1 and 2 would be left over, so that's your numerator, and 21 stays your denominator. Okay, and then solving one-step equations with whole numbers, we have to use the additive inverse. So and that is just the opposite. So if we're minusing 52, then we're adding 52. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Okay, these are going to cancel out, leaving you with x. So once again, we've isolated the variable. X is now going to equal the answer. So 75 plus 52. That's going to give us 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 13. So 137. Nope, 127. 5 plus 7 is 12, not 13. Okay, so we're kind of combining these two steps here into solving equations with fractions. So it says step 1, apply additive inverse to both sides. Step 2, we have to find the common denominator, adjust the fractions, and add the numerators. Okay, step 3 is if it's needed, convert to a mixed number when needed. So only if you get an improper fraction. Right, so on this first one, you've got minus 4/7. So to get rid of it, you have to add 4/7. You're going to add 4/7 to both sides. These are going to cancel out, leaving you with x. Now we've got 3 and 7, so common denominator. It's going to be similar to the example. That gives us 14/21 plus 12/21. Okay, so then x equals 14 plus 12 is 26 over 21. That's an improper fraction. So we convert to a mixed number. 21 can go to 26 once with a remainder of 5. And there you have 1 and 5/21. Okay, same thing on this next one. So additive inverse is going to be minus 4/5. Okay, find common denominator, that's going to be 20. So we multiply this one by 5, this one by 4. Okay, and also we need to convert this mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, so we've got x equals, this becomes 15/20. That's 1 and 15/20. So 20 times 1 is 20 plus 15 is 35. So this becomes 35/20. That is 1 and 3/4. Adjusted where now the denominator is going to be common. It's going to be that 20. And from there we're going to minus 16/20. Alright, so x is going to equal 35 minus 16, which is going to be 19. Denominator stays the same, 19/20. That one is a proper fraction, so we just leave that answer. Alright, here now we have two mixed numbers, so the first thing I'm going to take the additive inverse, but once I have my x, I'm going to convert these into improper fractions. So minus, this becomes 5/4. So minus 5/4. Our common denominator here is 12, so I multiply this one by 3, this one by 2. So x equals, so when this becomes 2/12, 2 and 2/12, as an improper fraction, 12 times 2 is 24, plus 2 is 26. And then we're going to minus 5 times 3 is 15, and 4 times 3 is 12. So now we have the common denominator. We can subtract the top numbers. 26 minus 15, that's going to give us 11/12. Once again, that is a proper fraction, so we just leave that as our answer. All right, next one, so same thing, additive inverse. So if it's a minus 4/9, we're going to add 4/9. Right here, the common denominator is 18, so we only have to adjust one fraction. So this becomes x is equal to 17/18. 2 times 4 is 8. We're not timesing, we're adding. 18, so we have a common denominator, we can add the numerators. 17 plus 8 is going to be 25, and denominator stays the same. Okay, so then we convert that to an mixed number. 18 can go into 25 once. The remainder here would be 7. So that's our numerator. And then you get 1 and 7/18. Okay, once again we have another mixed number. So, but when we see, we're going to be adding 3 and 5/12 here. Okay, so we only have to adjust this fraction right here. We're going to times that by 2. So here when we're adding 2, we can add the whole numbers. So x equals 2 plus 3, which is 5, plus what we get when we add the fractions. You get 10/12 plus 5/12. So x is going to equal 5 plus 15/12. 15/12 is equal to 1 and 3/12. So the 1 and the 5 becomes 6. So 6 and 3/12. And 3/12 can be simplified. You can divide both those by 3, leaving you with x is equal to 6 and 1/4. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, so that one, because we were adding mixed numbers, you can add the whole numbers, then add the fractions. When you're subtracting, you need to convert to improper fraction. Just to make it easiest, and we don't forget to subtract from the whole numbers. Okay, last one, x plus 2/5. We're going to minus 2/5, additive inverse. Okay, we have to adjust, so they have a common denominator. We have to times that by 2. That's going to give us 10, so the top one does not have to be adjusted. So x is equal to 2/10 minus 4/10. Well, you'll get a negative 2/10. So x can actually equal negative 1/5, because you can divide both 2 and 10 by 2. There you have. That is adding or solving equations with fractions. It's kind of like a one step, but because of fractions, there are the second step and possibly third, depending on your answer, if it has to be a mixed number or not.